What's up, my man?
This is my man. This is my man. This is
No
Showboat.
doubt.
We call him Showboat, but y'all know him as Kobe Bryant. This is my main man.
This is the shoe that Kobe wore during his rookie year back in 1996. And today we're going to talk about how these guys perform on the court. Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. So as you saw already, Adidas brought back another shoe that Kobe used to wear early in his career before he became a sneaker free agent and eventually signed with Nike. While Nike remains quiet with their Kobe releases and Pro Trolls. I think a lot of you have seen this iconic Kobe poster. Yeah, so this was the shoe that he was wearing, the Top 10 2000. Retail price is 140 US dollars. Earlier we've talked about the Crazy One or the Kobe last year. But let me tell you, if you want the one that actually performs well, aside from the meanings behind the shoe for us Kobe fans, these guys are still a fantastic shoe to play in, even in today's standard. So let's get right into some details and all that you need to know about its performance. They just come in the standard black Adidas box. On a first look, I would consider them a mid-top shoe. And it's got a pretty typical vintage or classic look, just like other hoop shoes in the late 90s or early 2000s, especially this logo part near the collar. You have what feels like a nubuck material on the toe area in the black color. I think this black and white colorway is just perfect on the silhouette. And moving up, there are 3 Adidas logos aligned vertically. Underlaying is a mesh material, mesh tongue as well. On the heel, there's another logo inside the bubble, and there's that face logo above it. If anyone knows what this symbol means, please comment down below. I'd be really curious to know. Yeah, and obviously one of the key features of this shoe is that chunky midsole. The white part is a hard synthetic leather, and they didn't add any new tech to the EVA midsole. So Adidas basically just brought back the shoe in its original setup. Looking at the outsole, it has a herringbone traction pattern. Other than the top and bottom part, it's split into those 3 pods in the middle. The rubber feels sturdy and durable, and we'll get into the traction performance in just a bit. This shoe bends pretty well. The toe box is flexible, but also good torsional support, given those upper materials. Weight is on the heavier side, as you can probably tell. By numbers, they're 470 grams for my size 10 pair. On feet, they're actually okay. I didn't feel like it was heavy to a point where it bothered my movements or dragged me down or anything like that. Moving on to the most important part, which is how the Top 10 2000 performs, the cushioning is more than decent for its age, even compared to the shoes that we have today, infused with those modern technology. The core feel to me is amazing. It's slightly elevated. The positioning of those pods, along with the grooves on the outsole, give it a fluent and supportive feeling on feet. So even though there's not that much compression, like in the heels, it definitely won't feel like a brick on the floor, like the Crazy One, for example. Decent comfort that doesn't require too much break-in time. The traction is good too. It works really well for me indoors. And based on how the outsole looks and feels, I think they're good for outdoor use too. You should have no problems getting to a hard stop with the herringbone pattern. They're kind of squeaky too, and lateral movements are pretty smooth in general. Your feet are going to be held nicely inside and won't be hurting on hard cuts or aggressive turns. With the fit, just like many other Adidas basketball shoes, I chose to go down a half size from my true size or normal Nike size to give you a reference. So down a half size is what I would recommend unless you have really wide feet. But in terms of width, these are about average. Easy to put on, toe box fit is good too, no extra tightness there. Stability I think is on point. So like I said, your feet are stable in them. The upper holds up well against hard twists and turns, and it's a secure wrap around your feet. I guess that's part of the original selling point of this shoe too. You know, a shoe that caters closely to the movement of your feet. Breathability is okay, but not the best. So keep that in mind if you're used to wearing a pair with a thin mesh upper, or if you just prefer a lightweight shoe. Other than that, I was really impressed with the performance. So overall, the Adidas Top 10 2000 is still a great shoe to play in. 27 years later, its performance is still up to today's standard. And in my opinion, if you're a Kobe fan, that makes them not only worth collecting, but also a shoe that you can break out on the court without sacrificing playability. Here in Canada, they even went on sale on the Foot Locker site for like 25% off. So at that point, it was just a no-brainer. I had to get a pair, and I'm just one happy customer. If you're in the US, I'm not too sure about the specific release schedule, but they shouldn't be too hard to get. Anyways, let me know what you think about these earliest Adidas Kobe shoes down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.